Looking around before to see if anyone had a walkthrough up yet, and I couldn't find any, so this might be the first one. Yay.
What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out. When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh. You got the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from...
The right timeline?
Yes. I've got a wife.
A great wife. Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train,
And Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up... You're not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah, but...
And it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny has shifted. I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them? She's a tramp?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
To be honest, she ends up kinda sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling at her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see. Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you. It was her influence that led you to take over Hill Valley and turn it into this nightmare state.
Come now, it wasn't as bad as all that. The crime rate was low, and the uniforms were nice.
I don't believe this!
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we can find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I'd smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but...
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamonds? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but
Good.
Hey, Trixie. Are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but, they'll work. How about a diamond in the photo album?
I'll get them to you. voila.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme. Keep that up and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you...
I'm working on it. Now bring me that photo album and we'll be in business.
I brought in his photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't want you seducing him for real.
I ain't a cradle robber, kiddo.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long he won't.
Great. That's all the questions I...
Very well, then.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know. No telling how Edna's gonna react. Wish me luck. Oh, for Pete's sake.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have. Anti-stain formula, work your magic. Just in the nick of time. Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just gotta ask you.
Your tie's a bit crooked.
I've been holding it inside for weeks now, and I simply gotta get it off my chest.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula. Oh, look! Turn your head. I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
It's Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter! How do you know this woman?
I don't. I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but I...
Go on! Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart. Well, you can take back your furs and take back this too. I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly, little Emmett Jr. needs you.
Well,
Edna,
don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
I am, see? The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card. I should have known. A degenerate criminal. Let's get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
That was rough, Emmett. I'm sorry you had to go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great. Emmett! Emmett!
No way.
Come on! Where are you? I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
story is over.
Okay, Emmett, hold still. I know your emotions are running a little wild, but don't do anything crazy.
Emotions? What emotions? My emotions are dead. They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh.
When I want to be alone.
Oh. What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need... to get some perspective. Think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life. There's this big gurney that lifts him up into the air, and see, there's this wild storm going on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing. And you just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Apathy. I don't care about movies. I don't care about anything anymore. And I never will.
Don't give me that. You care. You still care about inventing things.
Inventing is overrated. 99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about... Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
Yes. If I'm lucky, I may be struck by one today.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
We're all depending on you to pull it together. Why, you're gonna put Hill Valley on the map.
Oh, please. My greatest fear is that I'll end up frittering my life away in this miserable town.
Me? You care about me, Doc.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
Did what?
I was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You show up out of nowhere, get me all excited about inventing, and disappear. 2 months later, you show up again, you trick me into making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
Marty. My name is Marty.
So everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
Edna was no good for you. She was leading you down the wrong path.
I see. You had my best interests at heart.
Yeah.
Just like my father.
Oh, but there's more to it, see. Your father doesn't know your true path.
And you do?
Yes!
How is it that I could create a mental alignment meter and yet fail to realize that you are completely delusional? Oh, what does it matter? The world is absurd.
No, I know exactly what I'm doing. See, I know this may sound crazy, but you gotta listen. In 1985, you're gonna invent a time machine.
You're right. It sounds crazy.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from. In 1985...
You're right.
I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from.